thoughts of your first 2 days out here? How'd you think it went for you, and what you think in that and competing with the guys?
Man, it was amazing. Being around just being in the NFL and just being like around like a lot of guys who's out here competing, being around coaches who've seen the whole game and everything. Man, it was everything I dreamt it to be.
Jackie?
What's it been like working with Andre Curtis? And I'm sure that Pete has had some talks with you as well, given his background as a defensive back.
Man, I love Coach Curtis. Man, he's a guru. He knows everything that he's talking about. And what I love most about him is he speak more on life things. He try to educate you on the outside world. It's also football. So he's teaching us the best of both worlds. He knows what he's talking about, and he's been through it all. So man, it's a wonderful feeling just to learn from that guy and know he knows what he's doing.
Corbin?
Hey Trey, I saw that you tweeted yesterday that Seattle was a desert. It's a little hotter here than usual this time of year, but any other surprises that you've come across since you came out here, and what's it been like going against Dwayne Eskridge these first 2 days? Looked like he got you a couple times out there today.
Yeah, man, it's what it's all about. It's about competing. He's here for a reason, just like I'm here for a reason. That guy's really good. He was drafted here, so he's making the best of his opportunities, just like I'm making the best of my opportunities. So we're gonna make each other better. And as far as the weather out here, yeah, somebody said it was always raining out here. I don't see that at all. It's a little hot than what I'm used to.
Joe Fan?
Trey, when we first got to talk to you, you said you didn't know where you'd be playing. Pete, shortly thereafter, let us know that he wants you to get your work in outside. Is that something, you'd play anywhere, you just want your opportunity? And like, now that you know that, is that exciting to you, that you're going to get a shot to compete outside?
Yes, sir, of course. I'm out there, so now that I'm not looking back, I know where I'm at completely. I'm going to try to maximize my opportunity and make the best of my opportunities, and just go out there and compete and do everything that I'm supposed to do right.
Is it a bit wild that there's a potential that you and DJ Reed, a pair of 5'10" and under corners, could be an NFL team's starting corners?
Yes, potentially, it's a little bit wild, but who knows? You never know, So we're out here, everybody's out here competing. All those corners are great, so we're going to see what happens at the end of, in the camp or whatever.
Curtis?
Hey, Trey, with all the top-tier receivers you saw in college and practiced against, what have been your first kind of standout impressions of Dwayne from a receiver package that you see?
Man, he's quick. He's quick and he's also strong, and he knows how to hold his line. From him just running his routes and everything, and also he's a humble guy. He's the most humble guy that I've heard. I've met one of the most humble guys that I've ever met. And when you have humbleness and competitiveness, man, it's hard to beat those things.
And I know you said you thought you had some familiarity with the kind of technique you were expecting Seattle to have, step kick wise and stuff. What's it been like getting the first kind of wave of info on that, and how much you feel like it matches up with background you have?
Yeah, you got to have repetition, because me, I was mostly of an inch mirror punch guy, knowing that I've also had the step kick, but I haven't done that in a while. So it's all about, getting back to that and getting used to that and just repping that so I can perfect it.
Michael Sean?
Hey, Trey, when your mom passed in 2018, how did that maybe adjust your approach to life and your approach to football?
Man, it just told me to be, it just told me to be grateful and do everything with grace, because you never know when your time is coming or whenever, whenever stuff like that happens. So one thing that I've learned about is just being graceful to everybody, being humble, and just continue to work and just have a tunnel vision and work for what you want, because who knows if you get that chance.
Did that at all give you any push on the field?
Of course, that motivated me even more, knowing that my mom is watching. So even though that I'm dealing with adversity, I wanted to show her that I could fight through adversity like she fought through that adversity and kept a smile on her face when she was going through the same thing. So that's what taught me, to stay humble and work.
One last thing. What have you learned talking to Tyler since he got drafted?
Man, Tyler's a good guy. He's been in this program for a while, so he knows the ins of outs. And so we talked here and there about when he was coming and stuff like that. And I'm just ready for him to get here so I can learn more. We just learned the basics. So.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Jen.
Given that Pete is a DB-minded coach, is it nerve-wracking to know that you will be under the watchful eye of the head coach the entire time, or is that a cool opportunity to really get some good time with him?
Man, it's a great opportunity. You know, learn as much as you can as possible. You know, people got different outlooks on how they look at things, and if you look at that with a negative aspect, you know, you're not going to get any far. If you're like you said, if it's nerve-wracking, you know, that could lead you the wrong way. So I look at it as a great opportunity for me to learn and learn as much as I can from that guy and take it.
Bob Condotta, Seattle Times.
Yeah, Trey. You mentioned the step kick. How much experience do you have with that? Looked like you were working out here with the coaches with that a little bit. Is it something you'll be able to pick right back up real quickly, or?
I'm sorry, sir. The step kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I could pick up quickly. Even though like I said, everything is about repetition. You got to do it over and over again, no matter how long you've done it. If you take a break from anything, you know, just like baseball, you're not gonna be as good as you were. So I feel like I'm picking it up pretty fast, and I'm excited to put it into the future.
And when we're on your mother, I read that you played like 4 or 5 days after she died, right? I mean, the week she died, you kind of just kept playing, and your coach at the time was very laudatory of you. Was that just sort of how you felt she would want you to kind of go on with life and all that?
Yes, sir. You know, I leaned on my teammates, leaned on my family out there, and that's something she wanted me to do anyway. You know, like I said before, she's been through a lot of things in her life, but she's never, she's never pouted, never once held her head down. Like I said before, she's handled a lot of things with grace. So I wanted to go out there and show her that I had the strength to do everything for her.
Thanks, Trey.
Yes, sir.